This is The Roman Show.
Rodolfo Roman with MVP. He will be in action on Sunday. TNA lockdown, possibly for control of TNA. 4-on-4. It's going to happen.
You know, I got a team that can't be beat. No, you know, although I don't have a lot of respect for Bobby Roode's behavior as of late, I respect him as a competitor. Austin Aries, a decorated champion. The Bromans, unfortunately, somehow managed to become champions. So I can't write them off. I can't dismiss them. However, on my team, I've got the Wolves and the charismatic enigma, Jeff Hardy. So, you know, when you put the two, I feel that, no, I know that we're going to come out on top. We'll be victorious. So.
Well, that's the thing. Just yesterday on TNA Impact, we found out that Hardy will be part of your team. Mm-hmm. How'd you convince him to come back and be part of your team?
Well, Jeff and I, we have a relationship that goes way back, you know, friends and enemies. And, you know, he knows that I'm a guy that, you know, my word is solid. And if I say it's going to be something, then it's going to be that way. And I gave him my word that if he came back and helped me win and vanquish Dixie back to Dixieland, that things would be different at TNA. And, you know, Jeff is he's one of those artistic souls, you know, and, you know, you can't cage him. Even though the match is going to take place in a cage, he's somebody that you can't put on a leash. He needs that free spirit, and he just made it very clear, like, hey, if I come back and I help you win, I just want to be free to be me. I can give you that.
MVP, if and when your team wins, what differences, what changes, what will you bring to the table to TNA as taking control?
Well, first things first, I think we'll establish a level playing field. There'll be no more Magnus rules in effect. You know, Dixieland will be over. And if you step in that ring and you compete, it'll be you against whoever you're competing with. There won't be any lopsided numbers and no trickery. It'll be professional wrestling, and the best person will win. And if there's any, you know, skullduggery, you know, I will personally take it upon myself to right the wrongs.
MVP, you're back home. You know, you were telling me, and we're here at an MMA Masters training. But let's talk a little bit about the jiu-jitsu, because it caught you up. Not too many people know this. You train jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. I started training a year ago. I was just awarded my blue belt, you know, so it's like the beginning of this journey. My professor is Andre Santos, who's from Brazil. I train at Gracie Barra Champions in Champions, Texas, which is an area of Houston. And I've fallen in love with it. You know, it's become my new mistress. You know, gi, no gi. I do competitions. I do Naga. I do IBJJF, and I love it. You know, I love the technical aspect, the chess match. You know, of testing yourself against, you know, a lot of the time somebody you don't even know. You know, it's like, well, my skills against your skills. And at the end, you know, when that person submits and, you know, you tap that guy out, it's a very rewarding feeling. You know, and you know, my goal is to become a black belt. I want this to be a lifelong journey. And somebody told me that there's about 10,000 tap outs on the way to black belt, you know. And, you know, some guys, if they get submitted, they get hot, they get pissed. Oh, man. You know, I appreciate it. It's a lesson. I've learned something, you know. So, yeah, do it again, you know, and show me how you did that so you can't do it again, you know. And I love the journey.
Well, you know, there's another heavyweight former WWE guy that's also training. Maybe we could get you guys one-on-one. And I'm talking about Kozlov, which I actually had an opportunity to interview him. And he actually trains at the Gracies.
Does he really?
Yes, he does. Okay. Valente Brothers. I'm sorry. At the Valente Brothers.
Okay. Yeah, I know Vladimir Kozlov well, man. You know, he and I were in developmental together. And I know he has a background in Sambo. Yeah. So, yeah, I know he's a legitimately tough guy. And, you know, he's... and I haven't spoken to him in a while, so now that I thought about it, I know he's here in South Florida, so I'm going to hit him up. Yeah, maybe we can hit the mat and roll a little bit.
MVP, if it would have been a couple of years ago, would you have tried mixed martial arts?
You know, there was a point when I was down here wrestling as Antonio Banks during my indie career that, you know, it just seemed like things weren't panning out. And I thought, man, if this wrestling thing doesn't work out, you know, I've always been a fan of martial arts, and, you know, it's something that has always intrigued me. So I actually said that if things didn't work out for me in wrestling, that I was going to train to fight. And, you know, fortunately things worked out, and I don't have to get elbow smashed in the face by, you know, some world-class Muay Thai boxer. But it was actually something that I considered at one point.
This is The Roman Show.